Greetings everyone, my name is Undertale, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered several Woodsman levels, so in this part, I'll continue covering levels that were submitted to Nature's Rat, starting off with this one. Pyramid Scheme Canadian Style by T-Money, with 22 plays and a score of 11. If you are interested in seeing what this challenge's rules were, check out the topmost link in the description below. Also, as always, the full disclaimer of this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Also in the description are the timestamps for all the levels I cover in these parts, so if you want to check out the levels covered, expand the description. I see what this stage is going for. This is a frozen over pyramid. This feels somewhere between a traditional level and a fortress level. And that's it. This was a pretty short level, although it was 20 to 25 screens long, so I guess it was okay. It just felt shorter. Looking at the timer, it only took about 2.5 minutes to get over here, so it was shorter. Otherwise, it was an okay level. I don't really have many complaints about it. I already covered this level back in episode 261. It was one of my more favorite levels of that episode. Second up is Deadly Woodsman by EthanLac, with 11 plays and a score of -5. Another shorter level. Let's pretend that didn't happen. I wish there was more distinction between the foreground and background, especially during the previous screen. Again, these tamas are really easy to destroy. I'm not sure why this stage got such a negative score. It isn't that difficult. And I don't really see any trollish or jerk maneuvers. Oh sure, it is a bit messy, but I don't say it deserves such a negative score. There are many other levels that deserve a lower score than what they actually got. I wouldn't call this a good level. I actually wouldn't even call this an okay level. It's okay at best, 2 below par. I will say that there needs to be more work done with distinguishing the foreground and background. Our boss here is Woodsman. Well, I can see why I got a negative score here, but even then, that was due to my fault. If I played more competently, I could have done it in one go. Third up is Sans Undertale by Very Clean Guy, with 56 plays and a score of 8. At last, a level that's over 30 screens long. And yes, I get both the pun and reference in the title. Already I'm liking the aesthetic combinations. Not to mention the enemy placements. It kinda feels like a fortress level, but that's fine. Sometimes I wish level designers could mod the HP of the tamas. I like this segment, it's pretty fun. You can do it slow and steady or do it more rapidly at the risk of getting hit. See, this Tama challenge is fine, as there are a bunch of other enemies you have to worry about, along with the Wanans. Checkpoint placement of the stage is pretty good as well. No thanks, I'll skip past you. You're the greatest challenge of any Tama I've encountered in this episode so far. And yes, I knew there would be a secret here. I've been conditioned to search for these secrets from previous Mega Man levels. And that marks the end of this level. This was a fun level. Currently my favorite level of this episode. Nice introduction and escalation and recombination of mechanics, enemies, and gimmicks. I guess the plant barrier is his weakness. As I said, this was a decent level, I'd say. Decent at worst. Poured up is Youkai Forest by Neo Cutman, with 18 plays and a score of 0. This stage is going to be at least 40 to 50 screens long. And it seems that this is going to be a Metroidvania or exploration level, because I have 3 starting paths I can go through. I'll start by taking the left route, going up this tree. These are some neat ladder challenges. I wonder if these 3 pathways link up with each other. Well, that was easy. Now that we're above the treetops, we have to deal with these spikes, and jump on top of these cosmic platforms. turning up the heat a bit.
Alright, after 6 deaths off screen, I made it past this point. I cannot slide consistently off of here. And when I say off of here, I mean slide off the Cossack platforms. And we're sent back over here, so it was a split pathway. We need to complete all 3 pathways. To be fair, that was a challenging segment, but the main reason why it was brought down for me was due to engine issues. If sliding off of Cossack platforms worked consistently in this engine, I liked that section a lot more. And good thing there was a checkpoint right over here. Even there, I cannot slide off of the Cossack platforms consistently. So this is the part of the stage where we're forced to take damage. At least the checkpoint placement in this stage is pretty good. And this stage is designed with purpose and solidly constructed, especially in terms of difficulty progression, although I'd nerfed that one screen to make it less of a difficulty spike. Another segment where we need to navigate through quicksand and avoid taking damage from all these enemies. At least I can slightly see myself in the quicksand. In this room, the most dangerous enemy was the petite snakey, and perhaps the Cossack platforms in case they can crush you. 2 down, 1 left to go, I guess. And we do need all 3 special weapons to get to the end of the level. I would have liked if the yellow fish didn't respawn, especially when I jump off screen, otherwise I'm almost certainly gonna take a hit. Unless the yellowfish are positioned to a different place. I need to initiate that jump while underwater. I paused for a moment there because I knew there would be a croaker. Comparing the difficulty of the tree pathways through this level, this is the second hardest, the first one I went through was the hardest, and the second one I went through was the easiest one. There's a blizzard attack onto the last part of this level. This was a solidly constructed level, though I wish that one difficulty spike was patched out, or eased up a bit. Maybe move that difficult segment to an optional section. Other than that one screen, the difficulty of this stage has been mostly solid with a gradual curve upwards. And our boss is Woodsman. First, let's destroy that petite snakey. I see. That isn't his weakness, it's something else. At least I have infinite life for this boss battle. That's his weakness. This is a neat fortress boss of sorts. It feels more like a fortress boss than a traditional boss, but it works. I didn't want to chance it there. So that was the end of Youkai Forest. Compared with the other levels in this episode, this was significantly harder, but it was still solidly constructed. Next up is Toad Uprising by Swarm9999, with 23 plays and a score of -4. I wonder why this stage got a negative score, as the last level I played by EthanLac, which also got a negative score, wasn't that bad. In fact, I would have expected Cutman's level to get a negative score due to its difficulty. Primarily due to its difficulty spike. Lasagna. I'm being a bit overly cautious with the croakers, due to my bad experiences with them. I swear that'd be a nice place to put an extra ERM tank, just to the right of here. I wish I had a shield-based weapon for this level. I do have the water shotgun though, aka the water wave when underwater. Thank you, respawning croakers. I'm back over here, I'm not taking any chances. This level is getting really frustrating with all the croakers. It really needed a large life pickup somewhere, and here's the first checkpoint. There should be one in the middle, as dealing with the croakers, especially with the Surf Snake, is really hard to do. I ended up dying 3 times off screen before reaching back over here. At least you can start out with an E-tank, which is a plus. See, I don't mind this segment. The segments where I mind the most are where the croakers can snipe you. Could be worse. It could be like in Mega Man Endless. For this stage, I think it'd be better if I could play as regular old Mega Man, or Proto Man who doesn't take double damage from everything. Alright, here's a large life pickup. There should have been one earlier before the first checkpoint too. Next checkpoint. See, my main problem with this stage is its difficulty balancing. Due to the lack of life pickups in the section preceding the first checkpoint, I feel it was harder than the following sections which actually had life pickups. Combined with the fact that several of the Krogers were positioned in places where they could snipe you off the platforms so you'd fall into bottomless pits, made those sections more frustrating for me. If that first section was reworked to be better in line with the following two sections, I'd like this stage more. In fact, it'd probably become my honorable mention. But as it stands right now, it didn't really appeal to me. So overall, out of the 5 levels I played in this episode, my favorite one would be Sans Undertale by Very Clean Guy. So in the next episode, I'll be covering several more Virus Mid levels. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!